Those aren't real words, but okay. The truck? Why would he have noughts and crosses? Not noughts and crosses? A counter. Guess that's what you'd call it. Only $10,000. Bloody hell. And openly advertising gold. Okay, I can already see where this is going. This is definitely a setup of some kind. I'll have to play to find out, I guess. Suppose when battery gets empty. Okay. I can tell I've had too much coffee today because I'm like, everything's going so slowly. Let's have a look around. X marks the spot. Start digging there, obviously. Workbench. Oh. Oh. $100. Used to strike rocks. Lamps can't be picked up. Okay, so obviously need some money. Don't need to save yet because I just started. Let's see, I have got nothing. So start digging straight away, I guess. Okay, straight away there's a rock. Okay, how many can I collect before my inventory is full is the question. Oh, I don't even need to like interact to pick them up. It just automatically does it when I dig them. 3's not very much though. So I'll sell them. I don't think there was anything worth $3 at the shop, so we'll keep digging. Feels a bit odd. Feels like I should be playing a dating sim. Because I mean, it's not Valentine's Day for me anymore because it was yesterday for Australia. Today's the 15th here, but a lot of people that I watch and follow and social media, a lot of Americans, so always get the day after from them saying that battery. Oh, it's a stupid mechanical shovel. Can't just use a bloody normal shovel, can we? But yeah, so even though it was Valentine's Day here yesterday, we always get people going on about this. Do we buy a battery? Is that shovel battery? Or $6. I've got $4, so hopefully I can find some more rocks before the battery runs out. Otherwise, I don't know what you do then. Don't know if you. Oh, I still have $4, so it's just the ones that I didn't sell are the ones that I lost. So I only lost one. But I mean, if the battery's low and I. So there's one. Well, I mean, this seems a bit silly, doesn't it? There's no indicator of where the rocks are gonna be. I just have to... Oh, there. Let's sell them and get a battery. $6. I don't think that's even enough for a battery. Oh, yes, it is. Just. And I didn't even fill it up all the way. And why is my health so low? They don't really explain things very well. Now, if this was me, I'd want to go and clear all of this. Well, I mean, it is me, but if I was playing... I've played a similar game on Fortnite. If it was... if it was that sort of game, then I would clear all the top layer, or the second layer, or the third layer, but I think the point of this is to just kind of keep digging down to get more valuable price rocks, because $1 is not enough to be going on with, is it? And the battery's gonna run out before I find anything. I don't have anything, so it doesn't matter too much, I guess. Okay, coal. Let's sell it before we reset. Okay, $2. I mean, my battery's already low and it'll reset itself and then I'll have to sell it straight away again. Yep, there we go. I don't think I'm very good at this game. I don't know how I was supposed to start it, but this doesn't seem right. Why can't I just have a normal shuttle that doesn't need batteries? That seems like it would be the best option. I guess at least you can sell them before they get taken off you if you get there. If you notice what you're doing quick enough. Oh, it's gonna go again in a second. And I haven't found anything else. Seems right. Yep, there we go. This is gonna take me longer than I thought. Thought it would only take me maybe an hour. But I am not sure about that anymore. Oh, there we go. How much was the coal worth? Was it worth $1 as well? $2. Okay, so I've got $5. I need... Did the price of the batteries go up? I think they did, actually. Shovel. I think I'll have to do $30? Bloody hell. And health. Oh, wait. Price to fill up depends on the current battery level. To get in using the jetpack consumes energy. Oh, I haven't got any money, but I should try that next. I didn't even realise that was a... I thought I read it, but apparently not. Oh, okay. Sell these stones. Money. Over here. Let's try. Oh, if I had known that in the first place, it would have been nice. But let's save it. Now that I've made a fool out of myself. And keep going. One. Oh, that's a lot. Nice. Oh, it's already... I do not like this. When it says critical, I'll have to go straight away and go get a new battery. Because otherwise I... Why was it destroyed? I need an explanation. What? Oh, inventory full. So if I try and dig more stuff, they'll just disappear. That's very irritating. Oh, why'd that go up to $3? I guess because it... Oh, yeah, didn't fill it up all the way. I don't know. We'll see you next time. Okay. Keep an eye on inventory full. Gotta keep an eye on... Okay, inventory full. Need to upgrade my inventory. So I got $4. Okay. $6. 3 to 6 slots. I will do that next time. Okay. But I mean, I guess it's literally just a game about digging, which isn't awful, I guess. I have played the like creative maps on Fortnite where you dig. It seems a bit more satisfying than this does. I think it's just because it's like Minecraft where when you it's per block. So instead of being all little round annoying shapes, it's block by block by block by block, which is a bit more satisfying to look at, I guess. I mean, yeah, this looks pretty ugly. Just the shape it is. So I'm at $6 now, so we'll upgrade the backpack. Hello? Okay, and we'll keep going. Oh, dear. Dig down and get some more valuable things if we can. I don't know if it's more valuable to dig straight down or whether I should kind of go in a zigzag or like a spiral to help me get myself up. It says there's a jetpack, so it might be quicker to go straight down, but I mean, you don't really know until you try it, do you? Battery slow? Okay. Dig, 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 dig. Okay, let's go back. So I got 0 money. I think I maybe got $4. $8. I'm rich. Okay, what should I get? I can get a jetpack. I don't think I'm deep enough that I really need a jetpack. Definitely need charge. Or heal. There we go. Okay. Oh, have a sip of my drink. Gotta stay hydrated. Got a hazelnut iced latte, which I made myself. Very refreshing with lots of ice in it. It's not too hot today. It's been hot. There was a big thunderstorm yesterday, and so it's cooled down a lot today. And thankfully it's not too humid. It usually is humid straight after the rain, but it's probably warm enough that it has negated the humidity. At least it's not like 42 degrees or whatever it has been. That's the worst thing about kind of living in a open, flat area, is that you get so hot so quickly in the summer. Inventory full. Good job. Good job keeping an eye on that. Okay, $12. Don't need anything just yet. We'll do one more dig and then we might have to get a battery. Oh! New on iron. Oh. I thought, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I think iron usually comes in like an ore form in a stone, and then you've got to process it to extract the iron. I'm not sure though. I'm not blacksmith. Battery low. Let's go. Oh dear. Let's get that and that. We've still got $24. We're getting there. See, I'm worried at what point does it become too deep for me to jump out of and I need the jetpack? Because chances are I'll run out of battery and lose everything if I have to dig my way out. Oh, a stone. What? Coal. Anything else right in front of my face? No. Oh, yes. Perfect. It's all coming together. See, oh, I just jumped out of that. Maybe I do need to buy the jetpack now. Okay, sell 33. The jetpack was 6. Yes. $1. I should upgrade my shovel in my inventory as my next steps. So space is for the jetpack. Can manage that. Oh dear. I'm glad I have a coffee to do this because it's not tedious. Like it's It's nice. It's calm, but I can see if it goes on for too long, I'm gonna be like, why does this shovel not dig as fast as my finger clicks? I can't say that I'm a particularly patient person. I like to get things done. I may procrastinate a lot, but when I'm actually doing the things, I don't want to dilly. Oh, I'm still big enough to jump out. Oh, no, the jetpack went off. I wonder how much battery that takes up using the jetpack. So $30. Oh, it's just the wind was blowing the curtain in my kitchen back behind me. Freaked me out. Let's do the shovel first. And a charge. And then $1. So we need to do a bit more digging. Down we go. Oh, straight away. Perfect. Dig, dig, dig. Come on. I have read before that there is a particular mythical creature. I'm not sure if it's in India or just kind of general Middle East sort of area. That there was a particular type of mythical creature that was... Oh, I destroyed one. That's okay. That was an ant, and this particular ant digs for gold and can just seem to find gold. I'm not sure. I think I've heard that people in India have said that, but I do believe it was Herodotus, who was a Greek scholar, by my understanding. So maybe it does go that far. But it kind of sounds like a Niffler from Harry Potter. But, I mean, all myths sounds very nice, but I'm sure if there were ants that could farm gold, people would definitely be using them to do that. Although, ants are pretty tiny, so it's probably just as easy to dig for the gold with a big piece of machinery. At least nowadays it is. Maybe in the past it would have been more economical, but... And it depends how many ants you can get, I guess. If there's one gold digging ant, it's not very useful because it might take a long time. But if there's 10,000 gold digging ants, that might be a bit different. Although, you say that, if you stole their gold after they dug it up, and it was 10,000 ants against one man, maybe it would depend on what sort of size ants they are, because you can get like those tiny sugar ants. I reckon I could beat 10,000 of those. But if it was like a bull ant or something that actually stings when it bites, or there's some ants that have like huge pincers, that is a different story. I'm in Australia, of course, so we have lots of different horrible, horrible, horrible types of ants. We got ones with redbacks, and that sounds like a spider, but it's not, it's an ant. And ones with like greenbacks, and they all sting and leave big welts when they bite you. And it's always when you're like at the pool sitting on a blanket or at the park or something, and one gets near your shoe. They're always hanging around, and they always get you when you're outside. It's only really the sugar ants that come inside, or maybe some garden ants. So thankfully, I do not encounter them too much anymore. I do, however, get a lot of spiders in my house, which seems right. Not too many daddy longlegs where I'm living at the moment. I used to get a lot. Now it's more whitetails, unfortunately, which... For how many we get in this house, I'm surprised that I haven't been bitten at least once because they're supposed to make you quite ill. Make you vomit and come out in a big welt, and there's even cases where people have got kind of a necrosis. I'm not sure. I can't remember what it's called, but like skin necrosis where... Oh. Object detected. What was that? Oh, I know what it's called. Fasciitis. From a whitetail. From a whitetail bite. So I'm always really quick to kill them when I see them. Spray them, and we recently got a cat. We got a cat last year. What's that beeping? Oh my god. No, it's still going. There's definitely a beeping coming from somewhere. I guess we'll find it. Oh! Oh! When did that pop up? Oh, okay. I'll dig that way, I guess, then. It's obviously a metal detector. Would have been nice to know I had that. Okay, it glows blue when you're going in the right direction, so I'll keep going that way. I wonder what it's pinging. It must be something metal. I'm only getting coal and stones. I guess iron's metal, but... Oh, shit. Oh, sorry for swearing. Part of my language. Okay, let's sell this. As I was saying, we got a cat last year. Thank God, I love cats, but... Fix that. And he eats most of the spiders for us, so I wouldn't be surprised if he eats them before we even see them now, but... Oh, there we are. But I won't let him eat, like... He can eat the huntsman and he can eat the little ones. I think they're called jumping spiders. And the daddy long legs, but I won't let him eat the white tails or red back spiders. Oh, money bag. That must have been what it was beeping. But thankfully the redback spiders tend to mostly stay outside. They like to kind of go in the cracks in the bricks outside or under the awning of the gutter and things like that. We had guys come out and spray for spiders. I think it was maybe 2 years ago. And we had to close up the whole house and put towels under the door and close all the windows. And then they sprayed. And as they were spraying, all these black little spiders were coming out of everywhere, like spaces you couldn't even imagine. And spiders like make me physically sick. Like, even thinking about them now, I'm just like, no. But there was some absolutely huge, like the biggest redback spiders I'd ever seen. And I'm like, thank Jesus they don't come in my house because we would not be living here for much longer. And I think I went around and counted, and it was like 150 minimum spiders just dead crawling out over the ground. So thankfully they told us to block up the entrances, and we did that, so they weren't coming like crawling and dying inside or anything. But and now I'm like, I wish can you come back every year, please? Because our landlord had organised this for us. It was the first time he had. And I don't know whether it's because he'd heard that the spiders were bad that year or what, but I would have been none the wiser if he hadn't. And I'm not sure that whether finding out that they live there is such a good thing. Because now I'm aware of it and it's on my mind. But I mean, it's usually better. It's usually better to know, and that way you can kind of protect against them and Nah, can't think about it anymore. I am going to think about something else. I've kind of moved off to the side here. I don't know if that was advisable or not, but let's start digging back down again. Because the further you go down, the better stuff there is. And to finish the game, I'm guessing you've got to get down to the bottom of wherever this is. Yep. Nothing new yet. All just kind of coal, iron, stones. Oh. There we go. Okay. So we got 84. How much have we got now? 100. I think you can buy stuff for 100, so... What should we buy first is the question. We don't want that. We don't want that. Still got a bit of charge. Guess a shovel. And we'll do a charge. Yeah. Okay, and then the next we'll do an inventory, and then the next we'll do... What was it, the jetpack after that? Well, we'll do whatever's after that. Hello? What time is it is a good question. It is 1:22. 1:22. Just keeping an eye on my phone because I'm expecting a call or a text or a knock at my door, and I know when I'm wearing the headset. Well, I mean, I have mild hearing loss anyway. So I know when I'm wearing the headset, I have quite poor hearing. So, and once I get into a task, I kind of get too focused on the task and I zone myself in. I block everything else out. I can't buy anything else. Don't. We'll do a charge. It's fine. Okay. Whoop. Found a nice pocket here. Lots of stuff. Lots of coal. Dig. Get it all done nice and quick. That was quick. Go. Money. Money. Not 100. It's a rich man's world. Meow. All the things I could do if I had a little money. It would be nice. It'd be nice if I hit a money bag right about now too in the game. Because I have hit one before. I think I got like 30 bucks out of it. I mean, $30 would be nice. Wouldn't say no. Okay, what's the next one? Done that one. Inventory. Back down to $3. I'm poor. Reminds me of my real life. Oh dear. I bought a Valentine's Day gift yesterday, and I'm not sure if it's the same everywhere, but definitely in Australia, the price of chocolate has gone up. Distressingly so. You used to be able to buy like a full block of chocolate for like $3.50 on a good day, say. Sometimes $4. Now it's $4 on special, and they're like $7 a block, or they have like deals for like 2 for $12. I'm not buying a bloody block of chocolate for that much. Like, who can afford that? It's now a luxury item, and it's no longer just an everyday grocery item. And I mean, I am cheap. I am a spendthrift if if they start charging more for stuff, I get angry about it. Like, even milk. If I don't have to buy it, I won't. I don't have to buy bread, thankfully, but it's just like when it's like $10 for a bag of rice, say it, and then it's $10 for the vegetables and $5 for the sauce and meat. Geez, meat is so expensive. If I just get like a pack of mince for $10, that's $40 for a meal for one night, maybe 2 nights if you bulk it up. But like, nah, I've got to get off that topic too because cost of living, it's just ridiculous. And I usually shop at Aldi anyway. Like, it does have like things that are half the price. Like, they're still good. It's half the price of like Woolies and Coles. So, why was my health so low to start off with? I don't know. Bit depressing to think about, but yeah. So I bought a Valentine's Day gift, chocolate bar on special, $6. A fancy Kit Kat sort of style with like gooey caramel and all that. But usually, in the past you'd buy Lindt or roses or like a huge favourites box or something. But nowadays it's just a regular block of chocolate as a gift. Although my favourite one to get as a gift is Ferrero Rocher, so that's what I got. But that's always been a little bit more pricey. Oh. I'm not a big chocolate eater anyway, though, so it takes me like a week or two to get through a block of chocolate, because I can only really have like two blocks at a time, something like that. Otherwise, my belly hurts. It's funny though, because sometimes, depending on what it is, chocolate sets me off, sets off a sore stomach. Like, chocolate cake is the worst, so I don't know if it actually is just a combination of ingredients that make it worse, or if it's because there's like dairy in there as well. I usually drink lactose-free milk though anyway, so I'm not a big fan of chocolate flavoured sweets. I'd prefer vanilla, because I'm boring like that. I keep spending my money on my charge, but I kind of have to, otherwise I can't keep digging. Dig down. Not across, dig down. I hope I hit a new sort of ore soon, because I'm getting a bit tired of these ones. I want money. Give me money. Dear. Inventory full. See, I don't like how it's like all bits and pieces. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like a pyroclastic flow once it's dried. How it's kind of like all round and bubbly, and I just want to dig it nice and flat and smooth, which doesn't make sense, but I mean, the aesthetics are, because like, look at that. That looks so horrible. Whereas if it was all nice and smooth and flat, it'd be much nicer. Like when you're eating something like a chocolate mousse or something creamy like that, you don't just dig where you want it. You kind of like smooth a little bit around the edge. That's the way to do it. Keep it nice and even. This is like, it feels like when you go to have a bite of a chocolate bar, people bite it from end to end. They pick an end, they eat that end. This is like eat in the middle, or like eat in the middle of a banana. It's just not satisfying. Oh! Copper. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Yeah. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Let's go. Okay. Money. I think we got one more 100 item. Yep. We'll do some charge. We don't need any health. I imagine that your health goes down if you're like... Yep, do that. But I mean, I must just have to double click on the jetpack and hope it goes okay. Oh, what's that? Is it a rock? Will I have to get dynamite? Because that says to use the dynamite for the big rocks. And it costs $100 though, so I don't really want to. Or maybe it's just like a structure in the ground. A concrete wall or something. Though I am in the middle of the garden, surely they want to have a concrete wall there. Hello? I don't like these floating little bits either. Like, I dug there. Go away. Oh, maybe it's a different type of dirt. Does this seem to be having less impact? Maybe I need to upgrade my drill. Because I'm clicking and nothing's happening. Yeah, I think I might need to upgrade that so we can just keep going. Oh. Is that a cavern? Did I drop down further? I must have. So I don't think I dug that because it's too smooth. So nice and smooth. Come on. Come out. Come to mommy. Come here. You can do it. Oh, okay. I feel like I'm gonna get trapped by the pokey pieces. Not the Pokemon pieces, just the Pokeyaddy pieces. $86. That's not enough to do nothing. Need that. Oh, I don't really need health at the moment. I'll do it when it gets low. So do I have to use my jetpack or do I have to kind of like level it up? Well. Oh, I don't know if I should level it off then because I don't want to be taken all day. I don't know if you can just use your jetpack because I tried and it didn't really double jump to go up. Maybe if I just hold it down while I'm falling, it'd go. I don't really want to test it, though, because I will die. Yeah, because these holes, when I'm digging some parts, are definitely bigger than when I'm digging the other parts. See, they're getting smaller as I go over there. Do I see any sticking out? No. Oh. I might need to buy a lamp now as well because this is... It's not dark, but I mean, I can see it getting darker. I wonder if there's any like... Oh, shit. I haven't seen any worms or anything. I mean, doesn't seem like particularly soft dirt because in reality, if you were doing that, like you'd have to you'd have to build some types of support, because if it was just a normal yard, surely all the dirt from the top would kind of fall on top of you. Like, it wouldn't just sit there like that. It'd trickle down, it'd collapse in on itself. Oh, I forgot. No, because you only go up. Oh, just take it slower, I guess. That'll work. But yeah, like, this would all just collapse in on you, surely. I get that it's a game, but I wonder what happens as you go deeper. Because there wasn't anything in the shop that was like framework or what are they called? Bolsters? No, I don't know what they're called. Like mantles to hold up, like they have in mines. You know, when you go in a mine and every so far along they have like a wooden framed arch to support the insecure bits. Like, it'll be mostly stone, and then they'll go, oh, it's a bit of sand. We better back that up with something. Because of course, if it's a sandy soil, then it definitely would be collapsing every. Oh, is that another hole? It looks like must have been a hole that we came through before then. But I don't know what it's like elsewhere, but in Australia, it's not a serious problem, but it has happened more often than I would like. That there's a news article and somebody's dug a hole in the beach, gone in the hole, and the hole's collapsed all around them and they've died. They've like asphyxiated. So it does happen. It's very unfortunate. I mean, even if, say, their friends dug a hole, buried them in the sand, they could still die even if their head was poking out, because the pressure from the sand or the soil or whatever they're using weighs in on their chest and compresses their air so they can't breathe, which, I mean, a bit of a dumb way to die, but yeah, it has happened. Thankfully not to me. Otherwise I would not be here talking to myself. Okay. I don't know why I always think about carb things. Just a habit, I guess, but not to say, well, I mean, I guess I'm a pessimist. Yeah. I think when you've been around the block and, you know, you take the time to educate yourself and see what's happening around, it is kind of depressing. Especially when media only shows you the negatory things. I mean, that's why I don't read the newspaper anymore, because half the stuff is only this person died, that person died, this person got their property damaged, blah blah blah. We have a lot of like youth crime, dealing with like burnouts of cars and things like that in my area. So, but the problem is they know who they are and they can't penalize them necessarily, because it's all the same kids from the same areas. Like, we're a central hub. We've got lots of towns that come into our town to do various things. And so we get all the kids from out of town coming here, doing the crime, and then going back where they come from. So even though the police are all in communication with each other and they know who these people are, they can't do anything about it. Or it's a case of they've already been to juvie, or they're too young to go to juvie and they just get a warning and all things like this. But it's enough of a problem that they could be doing a bit more about it, to be honest. There we go. Another grumpy go at something. What's something happy I can talk about? How about it's Valentine's Day? No, well, I mean, it's interesting to know things about Valentine's Day, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's a happy topic either. I don't know everything about it. I'm not an expert on the subject, but from my understanding, Valentine's Day was, well, it probably still is, a Catholic feast day. I'm not Catholic myself, so I can't really speak to whether it's still practiced or not, but it was originally named after Saint Valentine. Valentine or Valentines, I'm not sure, but even so, I don't think there was one particular guy called Saint Valentine. I think there's been a number of Saint Valentines, and they're not sure who to attribute the holiday to. Because I know there was one guy that they didn't know anything about him other than that he was called Saint Valentine. I don't know if that's because there's not enough records about him, or maybe the records that they've got, they can't, they've got no efficacy or anything like that. Not sure, but I know there was at least two other guys that they kind of contributed the Catholic holiday to. I don't know whether they conflated one guy's story into two guys because there's two different accounts or anything like that, but I know for at least one of them, he would have been the part of the Roman Empire, and let me just think here. It was during the times of the Roman Empire when Christians were persecuted. So Christians were the minority, and it was the kind of ancient Roman gods which were popular at the time. I believe it was Emperor Claudius. So they would have been doing things like, who were Roman gods? Venus, Mars, the gods like that. And yeah, this guy was Catholic, practicing Christian, being persecuted. He was going around saying he was a Christian, so he got arrested. And so he was imprisoned. And the guy that imprisoned him, I believe, or the judge who was in charge of his kind of penal process, I think his name was Astorius or Astraeus, something like that. And he said, if you just say, "Oh, I'm not Catholic, I'm not Christian," well, you can just go. Like, we won't keep you here if you admit that you're not a Christian. But if you just keep insisting that you're Christian, obviously it's a death penalty, like straight to death. Now I would be like, yeah, no, bro. I am definitely not Christian. Who is this Jesus guy? I don't know who he is. That's not what Saint Valentine did. He wouldn't admit it. For some reason or other, the judge was like, I really don't want to be putting all these people to death just because they won't lie. So he said, look, how about this? I will bring someone here because Jesus, all you Christians say that Jesus could and God could heal could heal the poor and what was it? Feed the poor and heal the sick and all that. So if I bring a sick person here and you heal them, I'll grant you any kind of conditions that you want. And St. Valentine was like, bet. And so let's just call him Astorius because I can't remember his name. It might be that, it might not. He took his daughter in to see St. Valentine. I'm pretty sure he didn't tell him it was his daughter, but she was blind, so just as good as any test subject. And so he took her in, and St. Valentine put his hands on her, or whatever. You know what they say in the Bible stories. He laid hands on her, not in a violent way, I imagine a gentle kind of praise God, holy Jesus sort of way. I mean, he was probably abstinent because I imagine he was a priest. So not in a sexy way. He just laid his hands on her, and her sight became whole, so she could see again. And so Astorius was like, "Oh well, shit. I did promise you anything if you healed her. She's my daughter, so poggers. You know, what wish do you want me to fulfill?" And Saint Valentine was like, "Oh yeah, I want you to." What did he say? He said, "I want you to go home, fast for 3 days. I think it was 3. And something about praying to God and becoming whatever. Praise God for the miracle, blah, blah, blah." And so that's what the guy did, and he turned all his family into Christians, and he released all the Christians that were in his trials, and did lots of very, very cool dude stuff, like let people go, even though they were sentenced to death for being Christian. And Saint Valentine went on his way, and but I don't know whether just because he was a bit stupid, bit of an idiot, or whether just because it was his mission or whatever, but he got arrested pretty soon after for doing the same thing, for leading the Christian faith and promoting the word of God, and yeah, just being a Christian dude. So he got arrested, sentenced to death again. But this time, I'm pretty sure it was the Emperor Claudius, who was in charge of his trial, because it was, the word had got about that he could heal the sick and injured, and the Emperor would have been like, bro, be on my team. So he went and hung out with Claudius for a while, and Claudius was like, you're a cool dude. I really like you. You could be my friend. We're chill, but it would be cool if you could not be Christian. Like if you could just be not Christian. And Saint Valentine was like, nah, I'm gonna keep being Christian. And Claudius was kind of pissed off. He was like, well, I'm the emperor and you're here just being a Christian, doing Christian stuff. It's not really cool. So are you sure you can't be cool? And St. Valentine was like, nah, mate. I believe in God. He is the almighty power. You can't lead me astray. I'd never admit it. I'd never admit that he didn't exist, and because that'd be the ultimate sin, or whatever these Christian people said. And so Claudius was like, right, okay, well, I gave you a choice. You could say you weren't Christian, or you could be beaten to death and beheaded, so that's what we're gonna do. And so he became a martyr. And he'd performed a miracle, and word kind of got around, and that's how he became saint. Okay, that's how he became a saint. Let's see. I do need battery. I do need health. Now, I'm not sure if it is the same guy, but definitely another St. Valentine's story that I'd heard was that um, it used to do sexy secret Christian marriages. Um, so he'd go around doing Christian marriage ceremonies in secret because it was banned. So this is another Roman Empire based story when Christianity was a minority. And I'm pretty sure this guy also got caught. And I'm not sure what miracle he performed exactly, because you do have to perform a miracle to become a saint. Maybe it was just the miracle of giving people marriages. The miracle of being a sneaky dude. But, I mean, in any case, he did secret marriages, and he got killed for it. So that is the other... Oh, crap, I'm destroying the ore. That is the other St. Nicholas... Not St. Nicholas, St. Valentine's story I know. I mean, since those times, it's kind of moved past being a Christian feast day or holiday or celebratory day or whatever sort of form it was in, whatever they do for saints. And obviously it's very commercialized now, and lots of gift buying and giving and all that sort of stuff. But I don't think that sort of became popular until, I'm not sure what the period's called, but like the 1800s, when they had knights and court folk and like when romance became popularized as like a show. So like you'd have the chivalrous knight offering favors to his lady, and the ladies waving their little handkerchiefs at them and sponsoring their knights and things like that. So around that time period, if you can picture that, when it became popular to show and tell rather than just do it, I guess. Because I mean, if you picture like knights and their ladies and they're always off, like, I guess dragons aren't real, but like battling dragons and killing beasts and going off to war and fighting each other, and like jousting, for example. Like how the ladies would give a favor and the men would be like, "Oh yeah, I'll beat all these other guys for you. I'm gonna kill a man just to show you how much I love you." So I guess that's when the gift giving aspect of it, or the eventful nature of it, came into play for Valentine's Day. I think it's based on... I think that they found evidence for that based on Chaucer's writing, I want to say. I could be in the wrong period for Chaucer, but I'm not an expert. But I don't think the next major development would have happened until like the 1900s, something like that. Because I mean, it's that sort of period where you start to get commercialization of products and, you know, the increase of advertising being widespread. Newspapers and eventually television and magazines and things like that became more popularized and more easily available. And that's when companies could advertise their products as, "Oh, this is a good gift for your wife, for your lovely homemaker wife. If you give your wife this, then she will make you A perfect roast dinner. I don't know how these people spoke. But I mean, at least the housewives were getting some sort of recognition and credit, I guess. At least they weren't just getting bashed up. I mean, not that everyone was getting bashed up, but I mean, wouldn't surprise me. Different times back then. And I don't know what sort of gifts you would be getting. Definitely not like a handkerchief, I would say. Although people did use hankies back. My grandma and grandpa used hankies. Maybe they did give hankies, I don't know. But more like, I don't know. Chocolates, flowers, cosmetics, sweets, books. Any variety of things, I guess. It used to be popular to serenade people. It's not so popular now. Oh, which way's up? Up there. Though it was funny. In my town, there was an article in the newspaper saying that there was a what do they call them? Like a singogram? Is that what they called them? A singingram? Going around to the businesses, and you could pay someone to go give a Valentine's Day message at particular businesses and things like that. So I know a few went into the cafes and things like that. I'm not sure how it went. I just read about it. I didn't see it myself, but I mean, at least it's something different. It's not the usual box of chocolates or just a card. I know that I, for one, could not do that. I am not a singer. Well, I mean, everyone can sing, but you wouldn't necessarily want to hear everyone sing, I think is a problem. And I am one of those you would not want to hear, really. I do enjoy singing, mind you. I used to do it. I used to be in the choirs growing up and everything, and I think when you have a young sounding voice, it's more forgiving if you can't sing. But once you get to an adult and you can't sing, it is a lot more noticeable and less forgivable. Oh dear. Pardon me. It's getting a bit dark in here. I need to buy a light. Okay. We'll fill up this inventory and then we'll see if we can afford a light. And I want to make sure that I'm flying upwards. Oh. I didn't check and see how much money the silver gave me. I should. Okay, let's do that first then. Oh, what did I press? The wrong button, obviously. Let's go back to that. There we are. Okay. So, let's see. We've got $350. We can upgrade the jetpack. Buy a lamp. And charge and heal. And I've got $16 left. My grandpa recently died. He died about 6 months ago, last year. And I recall him telling me that because when they were young, like they were born and grew up in Wales, in the valleys, and I feel like he used to say that for Valentine's Day they'd like swap milk or something. And be like, and whoever was the eldest would get the milk, and they would be able to have the cream off the milk. And so sometimes they'd keep the cream and give it to their honeys, because apparently the cream's the best part of the milk, because they used to get just whole milk in the bottle delivered to them, fresh from the dairy farms. Now, as someone who drinks lactose-free, pasteurized, homogenized milk, I cannot imagine that, but to each their own, I guess. Different times. Or he used to live the town over from my grandma, so he used to catch the bus up to her place rather than making her go down to him, because in the winter it'd be snowing and all the pipes would be frozen over, and he had a paperboy route, so he'd cycle, do his paperboy route, and then go down to the bottom of her town's hill and ride the bus up to the top. And so he'd be the one going to visit her, and rather than making her go see him, which is nice of him, I guess. That's one way to be romantic. You know, they lived in mining towns, so it wasn't the wealthiest area to live in, especially back in the, I want to say, 30s. No, must be 50s. Yeah, because they were born in the 40s, so it would be like late 50s, early 60s. Don't need any of that stuff. Oh no, I didn't. No, I bought a lamp. How do I use a lamp? F. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess it's the thought that's behind it, and every people have their own version of what's romantic and what's not romantic. I mean, they didn't have Netflix and chill and things like that back in the day, did they? And they met, my grandma and grandpa met. They were both working in a glass making factory, so they used to, like, I don't know if anyone's seen them before, but there used to be these big glass pieces of glass that you'd put on your wall, but it was like a map etched into the glass. I know they made those. Grandma used to do the packing and all that, so packing the items to be delivered. And what's it called? Grandpa used to do, I think it's beveling, called beveling, like the edging on the glass and things like that. So I guess they spent a lot of their time working, and then he spent a lot of his time going up and down a hill. That's one way to spend your time without a TV, I guess. Oh. Why is it going up and down? Up and down. Well, at least I'm getting pretty far down now. Pretty far down. So, I don't know if I'm gonna get more valuable stuff soon. It's been a while since I started hitting the silver. I imagine gold's next. Seems logical enough. Maybe another lamp, because you can't move them, so you have to have more than one. Okay. Let's see. Why does it keep doing that? I'm not sure. Off we pop. Down the hole. What's that? Is there something down there? Let's clear out a bit more space first. I don't know where I put that lamp. Where did I put that lamp? I don't want to accidentally... Will it stay there if I dig the hole? Must be... yeah, there it is. If I keep digging around it, do you reckon it just float in the midair? I reckon it would. Because all these pieces of rock seem to float in the midair, which is annoying. More copper. I definitely saw something. It might be a piece of silver. Why is this button going up and down all the time? I don't know, bro. Is that silver? Yep. I don't want to put the light too close. That started buzzing less. Oh. That's a big rock. And it's not gonna dig through it. Surely my inventory will be full soon. Surely. You know what I just noticed? I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be music in the background of this game. It was in the home screen. I haven't heard any since I started playing though. At least I've been yapping the whole time, so it's not too quiet. Not that anyone's listening anyway, but you never know. I've turned off all my stuff because I just want to focus. Let's see. No, I'm good. I'm just waiting to update my shovel because I've been going with this one for a long time, but I guess it costs a lot to upgrade a shovel for some reason. See, that piece of copper was just floating in midair. Why is there so much? I might have to get a dynamite to explode that, or I can just go around it. Oh dear. Dig, 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 dig. The one thing I'm glad about that there's a video game for digging is that I don't have to do digging in real life. Because, I mean, I'm not really afraid of getting dirty, but it's one of those things where depends on the situation. Like, if I was going on a mud run or whatever they call them, it's like, yeah, no problem. I'll go crawl in the dirt. It's a mud run. That's what you do. But if I'm like outside and I step in mud and get mud on my shoes, I'm like, ugh. Like, ugh, that's disgusting. Why would that happen? I don't want to be outside. I don't want to be down the dirt. Why are you doing this to me, world? So, I mean, and also it's just like there's certain types of dirt that are worse than other types of dirt. Oh, it's turned into a drill. Oh, that's satisfying. That is nice. Look at that. It's melting away. That's so much better than the stupid round shovel head. Why am I stuck? Am I stuck? Is there something under me? Oh, yes. Okay. But I mean, like, yeah. So there's different intensities of the thought of dirt that give me the willies. If it's like soft, silty dirt, yeah, that's fine. That's inventory full. That was quick. It was like that's no problem. Whatever. If it's things that are dirty, that's a bit different. I mean, food at the bottom of the drain. Dirt, compost it. Food stuck in my drain. Yeah, not a fan. 1,500. Damn. Yeah, that's sort of a bit much for me. Food waste is. I mean, I consider it dirt. Anything that's dirty, I consider dirt. But yeah, that just is disgusting. How close do I have to be for this to work? Not sure. I mean, it's satisfying when something goes from dirty to clean, but if I'm the one who has to clean it, it's 50% less satisfying. Like, for sure. Like, I like watching pressure watching videos. They are so nice. when things go like line by line, like I was talking about how I wanted to do the dirt. When you go line by line, like pressure washing simulator. It's soothing on the brain. What's that other line? It's soothing on the brain. Makes me feel like my brain is flat and not wrinkled. Which isn't a good thing, but the picture seems nicer in my head. Okay, down the hole, down the hole, down the hole. Oh, I hurt myself. In the game. Imagine actually digging a hole like this in your yard, though. Like that lady who was digging a hole under her house. I'm pretty sure she was an industrial engineer or something of the like, geological engineer, and so she was digging a hole under her house, and so she was doing it in a reasonable, proper, logical, informed manner. But I'm pretty sure they stopped her from doing it. I haven't caught up with it because I mean it. Oh, I destroyed one. It's a council thing, isn't it? Like the council wants to have complete control of your property and your life and what you do, and to a certain extent it's reasonable, but I mean, if I want to dig a hole in my yard, let me dig a damn hole in my yard. It's not hurting anyone else. If it collapses into itself and destroys my house, that's my problem, isn't it? I'm almost at the next upgrade for inventory. It's just the same thing as like... Oh! Willful stupidity. Like, if I'm doing it, and I know it's stupid, but it's not going to hurt anyone else but myself, why shouldn't I do it? Like, just why not? I'm allowed to hurt myself if I want to. That sounded worse coming out of my mouth than it was intended, I'm sorry. But like, it's like people who go bungee diving or bungee jumping or skydiving. You know, it's their decision. I've been skydiving. It was fun. You know, I know the risks that are associated with it. You just got to decide if I'd... Oh, gold. I told you it was going to be gold. You just got to make this decision of that if I'm going to die today, I'm going to die on my own terms. If I break my arm, I'll break my arm because of what I wanted to do and not because somebody else's actions influenced me. Inventory full. There we go. It's different if someone else's ignorance and all that gets in your way and causes you inconvenience or hurts you, but when it's your own, it's different. That's what I believe anyway. Battery health. Okay. I wish there was a quick way to get back down to the bottom of the hole, because I feel like I'm just gonna hurt myself. Like I'm just gonna drop straight from the top to the bottom without meaning to and just reset. Oh, I should save the game. Note to self. Press save after I go back up. Oh, I'm glad I haven't died or anything. But like, well, there's nothing except for ore and dirt and rocks in this hole. Like, where's the worms? Like, where's the creepy centipedes? There's always centipedes and millipedes and little beetles and things that are in the dirt. Like, I'm glad there's no bugs, because that'd be a different game altogether. That would be like a horror game. If there was just everything it was in this hole that was supposed to be in this hole, and if the physics were correct, this would be horrifying, this game. So I mean, I'm not a big fan of horror. I am a scaredy cat, so I guess I'm glad that it's not, but it's just, it irks me, you know? It irks me when things aren't logical and aren't realistic and things like that. It's like when someone makes a joke and you're like, Wait, that's not funny. Like, is that supposed to be funny because of this? But it's not funny because that's not how it would really work. Oh, I just threw one. Okay, back up. Let's save the game when we go back up. Oh, I gotta think. I can't think of an example of a joke where that happens. No. No, I'm not a really big joke person. I prefer to for things to come naturally. So I don't know a lot of memorized jokes. Oh no, I should put a battery on that. Did I save the game? I can't even remember. Let's do it. Save. Okay. I got asked a question the other day. What's your favorite dad joke? And it took me a while to think about it. I'm like, I don't make dad jokes. Not because I mean I'm not a dad. My dad wasn't the sort of joker sort of dad anyway. My dad's an intellectual. So I can't even recall my dad making any dad jokes. But I ended up thinking about it, and my favorite was when like somebody goes, "Oh, I'm so hungry," and then the response is, "Hi, hungry. I'm Kid and Navy." That's my favorite. That's my favorite type of dad joke, I think. Because the only other ones are mostly like puns. I'm not a big pun person. Like sometimes you hear one and you're just like, oh yeah, that's a good one. That hits the spot. But then most of the time it's just like, puns, the lowest form of humor. Why would you say that? Well, or there's like the jokes that are just like stupid. Like I heard one that was like, oh, why did the chicken cross the road? And the answer was to show the possum it could be done. It's just like, I guess it's supposed to be funny because possums are quite often roadkill because you see them dead on the side of the road a lot, so they obviously don't successfully cross the road a large percentage of the time, or comparatively to other wildlife. But I do not find that funny. Maybe I'm just not a funny person. Maybe it's me. Oh, it probably is me. I'm used to it. Whenever something goes wrong, I'm like, oh, it's me. It's always me. Why is it always me? I'm kind of like a level long bottom sort of character, I think. Except not as nice. I try to be nice. I like being nice. I like other people being nice, but I don't really care about other people enough to try and be actively nice. That's probably why I don't like silly jokes as well. It's just like I can't be bothered to be nice enough to placate you and tell you that that was a funny joke. If it's not funny, I'm not gonna laugh, or I'm gonna say, "Oh yes, I understand. I understand that joke. Good one." Oh, I don't know why I'm talking like that. For some reason, that seems what you're supposed to do. Like when you're being not dishonest, but when you're not being wholly truthful, you gotta put like on a voice so that they can tell that you're acknowledging their effort, and that you're being considerate in taking part in the conversation, even though you have no interest and have no idea what they're talking about. Which is about 80% of my conversations, especially outside family. You just end up going, yep, okay, oh yes, I see. Oh, if you say so, I understand. You know, I listen. I'm a good listener, but I'm not a good make believer of interest, I guess you'd say. And I guess that comes down to being an introvert. It's just like, I'm talking to you, that's nice enough. Do I have to actually pretend to be interested? I don't know whether that's ruder or whether it's ruder to just say, I don't care. I don't care that Jerry gave you a cold coffee, even though he owed you a free coffee, but he got you a coffee, but then it was cold instead of hot, and it was a decaf skim latte instead of a double shot cappuccino on full cream. You know, it's just like, I don't care. Like, get your frustrations out. I'm listening. I'll say yes. I'll nod and smile, but you cannot make me care. I barely care about my own stuff. I'm not going to care about other people's stuff. You know? Oh, oh, I got a message. Let me check my message. Let me just reply to this message really quickly. Perfect. Just. Oh, I don't know if I'll have time to finish this game. Depends how much further there is down to dig. Surely there's something more valuable than gold that's left to dig, because I should put more battery in my thing. Yeah, surely there's like diamond or something that's better than gold. So like, how much further do you have to dig down to get to that? And like, there's all these big stones. Will I have to use the explosives to get past them? Shit. Will I jetpack? Will I have enough battery? I should. It's not low. So many questions. So little answers. I have to discover the answers for myself. I like research. If there was like a little research file and it just gave me all the answers, that'd be perfect. Or is that one more upgrade until everything's capped? So I imagine there's still like at least one more sort of more expensive ore to find. That would be logical. I guess I should be like digging a wider circle to like increase my chances of finding any mystery caches or caverns or anything like that, but I really would be frustrated by that because I've been digging down instead of starting flat from the top like I would have preferred. So if I start going flat now, then there's all this up the top that's also hasn't been done and is looming over my head. There's just no winning. Might as well just keep going down. Doesn't seem to be a lot down here. I haven't hit anything in a bit. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Oh. It has been a while since I've hit anything. Show me the money. Show me the money. Thank you. I wonder how much a gold stone would cost that size. Because I've been to places where they have gold panning, and you only get very, very tiny little flakes. And you could get maybe like $20 if you got like heaps and heaps of flakes. And they put them in a little chest tube, and some of them are like attached to the rocks and stuff. Like, if you don't want to do the gold panning, you can just buy the tube of gold as like a souvenir or whatever. But it's just like, how pure is the gold coming in the stones? Because I don't think that when you put it through the bank up the top, I don't think it's charging you a lot. Like, I don't think it's giving you a lot of payback for how much people think gold is worth. Although it was a bit, it might be like regional as well. Like certain sorts of certain sorts of gold may be worth more than other sorts of gold. It might be all the same sort of gold, but the location might make all the difference. I might need another lamp. Because, like, if the gold isn't very pure and they've got to isolate it from whatever it's in, like whatever rock it's embedded in, that would make a difference, surely, than if it's just like a big gold nugget. Like a thick nugget. Like a thick, thick boy. Or like maybe the ones from Tanzania are yellow gold and the ones from Australia are rose gold, or I don't know how gold works, but like that might make a difference. Oh, I forgot to buy a light. Oh, it looks like there's another coven down here. I might go sideways for a bit and get another light. Might be a good idea. I mean, I don't know if white gold is or rose gold is worth more than yellow gold in the first place. I think it might just be a preference thing. Like some people prefer certain color gold, and they're the same price. But I mean, I'm sure the carats and all that, the purity of it influences the pricing of it. But inherently, it would be interesting to know if there was any major differences in the pricing. I mean, not that I'm going to go research that, because it'd be interesting if I could buy some gold and I had a vested interest in it, but I don't particularly care that much. Like if I'm invested in something, it's because it affects me most of the time. Most of the time, same as anyone, I guess. But I mean, sometimes I'll research things if I don't have a vested interest in them, like mythology and things like that. I just have a general interest in them. But I think something like jewelry making and the economic price of gems and ores, I think that's a bit niche, and yeah, it's not really worth it to do any further research into. Unless someone's willing to just give me free gold or like free gemstones, I'd take them. I'd take them if all it took was for me to do some research. Anyone offering? No. I'm not a big jewellery wearer anyway. I have my helix pierce on both sides, and I wear like a little stud in those, and I have my normal ears pierced, and that's it. And I'll wear my rings if I'm not doing anything serious. I take them off to do weightlifting and things like that because they cut into your skin and like make big calluses otherwise. If I'm going out for like a special occasion like a wedding or something, I'll wear, what's it called? I'll wear a necklace or something, or maybe a bracelet. But the only other things I really wear all the time are my glasses and my Samsung watch. I used to wear my Samsung watch because I had quite poor like blood pressure and things like that. And now it's just kind of got into the habit of wearing a watch and being able to like check everything off it, which is handy because I mean, especially when you're like out and about, you don't always have your phone on you, so to have the option to check the time or check and see if you got any messages, it's really handy. Now, which way is up? That way. Surely we must be getting somewhere. I just have to keep going sideways and getting more ore. I haven't seen that, what's it called? Metal detector in a while. Maybe I'm just, like, digging in the wrong area. Maybe it's, like, all the way at the right-hand edge of the garden or something. I mean, a big jackpot would be very handy right now. So this I'm negative 42 meters deep. A nice big smooth hole. That's what he said. Why can I not get in this hole? Am I caught on something? Oh, that's big rocks. Oh, there's the metal detector. Hello? Well, hello. Which way? That way. Can't even see what I'm doing anymore, but that's okay. That's stone. Come on now. Why are you pointing in a weird direction? Do I have to blow the stone out of the way? Please don't tell me I have to blow it out. I want to spend money on dynamite. Digging out around it, I guess. Oh! A key. That must be important. Well, he said there was a treasure down here, so maybe he doesn't mean just general stones. Maybe there's like what did they call them? A cache? That's not the word. What word am I looking for? It could be a chest, or it could be a vault. That's the word I was looking for. Like, I was thinking Apex Legends. What's that room called where all the extra special stuff is? Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's a vault. Dear. What have we got? We need shovel, lamp, battery. $64. Oh, I should get dynamite, but I don't have enough for it anyway. Down we go. Down the hole. Down the hole. Oh, without killing myself. In Minecraft. Okay, I'll go back over where the lot is because I'm scared. I'm in danger. As the saying goes. Okay. Dig, dig, dig. Oh. Well, that's a stone. Does that have gold in the stone? If I blow it up with dynamite, is that going to give me gold? It kind of looks like it, but... Oh no, that's lava, hey. I might need dynamite for that. Because that definitely hurts. And I don't want to be stepping on it if I have to go through it. But I need some more gold or something first. Pay me money. Pay me money. I can't buy dynamite without money. I seem to be hitting more big rocks now. We'll try and go around them if we can. But they might just not let us. There's the stone roll. Might just have to buy dynamite. Even though I don't really want to. I'm just too cheap and I don't want to have to pay for things I don't need. Just like in real life. There's another stone. They're everywhere. There's another stone. If I fly past that, is it going to burn me is a question. Oh. If I land on it, it will definitely burn me. Okay, we need battery. How much money did we get out of that? 330. Not enough to upgrade anything. Health. Let's just buy dynamite, damn it. R is for dynamite. Okay. Don't kill myself going down the hole. Okay, how far is the blast radius? Is the question. Oh. Not big. I barely got any of that. Oh. At least it was enough to kind of get out of the way. At least the you can't even call that magma. It's not even lava. What can you call that? At least the volcano stones make it lighter so you don't have to put another light down. Let's go. Let's go, Joe. You can do it. Dig, dig, dig. Oh, there's another hole. What's that? Is this what I was talking about? Is this a mine shaft? I don't know if anyone was here or if I'm just talking to myself, but I was talking about how they have the wooden frames in the mines to keep the walls from caving in on themselves. Perfect. I'm so smart and I don't know it sometimes. It is. It definitely is. So, and then we just got the key before, so it must have a mine shaft down here. Oh, platinum. There you go. I knew there was going to be another one after gold. I wonder if diamond will still show up. Okay, but the thing now is that at the start... Diamond! I told you! I just know these things. I'm going too far down. Oh, come on. Come on, come on! Oh, it's so far now. My battery's gonna run out on the jetpack at some point. But what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Oh, 2,000? Money! Money, money. Okay. I don't need dynamite at this stage. I might need a lamp though. Okay. What did I tell you? I told you that they should have frames like a mine shaft to stop all this dirt from falling in on you. I said that there would be definitely diamonds after gold. I didn't cop onto the platinum, but I said there was something more valuable than gold that was going to be afterwards. What did I say at the start? I said that the guy was ticking off marks, like ticking off on a book after he sold you the property. So, and I also said, why would he sell you the property advertising that there was gold in the dirt? Like, if there was treasure in the backyard, but he was marking things down. Like, maybe this is a horror. Maybe he's gonna, like, start filling in the hole. Maybe we'll get buried alive. Oh, that's one of, like, my nightmares, like, being buried alive. Because it's so realistic. Oh! Money, 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 money. Like, it wouldn't surprise me. Like, if I just unluckily was driving along, just in the car singing some K-pop and drinking my coffee, and all of a sudden a sinkhole opens up in front of me and I drive my car into it and it falls apart on me and I, like, asphyxiate. Like, that would not surprise me in the least. That's how unlucky I am normally. It's just like, it also wouldn't surprise me if that's how this game ended up. Like, you just die at the end. Because that seems par for the course. And like, anyone who just like starts digging in a hole because the realtor said that there was treasure in it, like, yeah, I could see you being stupid enough to like pass on sooner rather than later. Like, everyone's got an expiry date, but like there's certain things, like certain actions that you can take, and you can just be like, yeah. Like, that's why men have a lower life expectancy than women, because they just take more risks and think things through less, or worry less, and you know, it has its consequences. I'm not saying every man's like that or that every woman's like that. You know how you have these special ones in every bunch, but it is how it is. Like, it's a fact. There's always outliers, and there's always the non-outliers that fulfill your total expectations. Okay. 4,200. We want battery. More battery. To the moon. Oh, I think we've got everything, so we must be nearing the bottom now, so let's just get all that. We can come back up for more health if we need to. But we must just about be finished. Finished digging our hole. Finishing the game about digging a hole. The game that's called a game about digging a hole, about digging a hole, about digging a hole. Oh, I wonder if I should have like tried to go in there, but I didn't really want to get dynamite to get rid of the magma rock. Like, just let me not get dynamite, because I don't want. I mean, I've got a dynamite now, but I'll only use it if I have to. I've got a light, I might have to use that soon. So the lava light is helping with that too. Oh, don't burn myself. Oh, it's all lava. That's a wall. That's more lava. Maybe I do have to go back to that mine shaft. Just low key. It's just like, I would get so lost in like a real cave. I've been to caves before, and once you get off the main track, like, this is commercial caves, so like are tourist destinations, and they're all lined with guardrails and lights and paths. Like, once you get off the beaten track though, and like go any amount of distance, especially if there's no light, it would just be so easy to just fade away and like not be able to find your way back. But like, I would never do what some of those cavers do and like go into those tiny cracks and tiny crevices. Not that I could fit, mind you, most of them, but like sometimes you see them like they attach a rope and they just like shimmy the whole way, and they have to get their friends to pull them back through their legs, and they like scrape up all their stomach and all their back and all their butt. It's just like, why would you do that? Why? That is horrifying. But people do it. Or like, even worse than that, like the caves that are like water caves. That is genuinely scary. Like, diving as an idea is scary to me in general. What's it called? I have that phobia. It starts with T. Trypanophobia? Is that it? Something like that. Where it's like fear of the deep ocean, but it's just like fear of things that you can't see. Like, you don't know what's down there because you can't see. There's like an absence of light, and there could just be anything at all. Just chilling, like, under you, and you'd never know. Like, not that there necessarily would be, but, like, just the thought that that's a possibility is harrowing. And it's just like, I'm scared of swimming in the ocean just because I've had so many bad experiences. Like, everyone always talks about sharks. Like, I've seen a shark. Yeah, I've been in the water with a shark. Yeah, whatever. I got out of the water. That's all you have to do. But it's like the little things. Like, I've been pinched by crabs. I've been eaten alive by sea lice. You know, get sand rash in your pants. So those things that make me like, well, you know, there's all these things that you don't know that could happen. So why would I? And the things that, even the things that you know can happen, why would you put yourself through that if you could just like go have a bath? I'll go have a shower, you know? Oh, get off. Like, why would I want to? Oh, why would I want to? What's the word? Go swim in the ocean with all these things that I do know can happen and things that I know can't happen. What's in there? Money? How do I get in there? Let me in there. Give me the money. Give me the money, 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 money. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I just want the money. Then the game can be over, please. Oh, no, it's not gonna let me in there, is it? No. I'm gonna go all around and I'll be like, no, sorry, you can't go in there. You have to go through this tiny hole, and then I can't fit through the hole. And then I'll be like, oh, sorry, you have to keep digging down, and then I'll go in there, and I'll be like a boss monster or some crap, and I'll be like, well, I've only got a drill to defend myself with. What do you want me to do? See, like, I can't crouch. There's nothing blocking me in here. It says go this way. Or maybe there was something blocking me in. Dynamite, lamp, money. It's not the end? Can I dig down here? Why is it not the end? Just let me, like, finish the game now, please. My attention span can't take it. I'm done. I'm bored now. Yes, very nice. Give me money. Give me the money and let me go. I'll just go watch some TV, please. Like, can I just go watch some TV? That would be nice. I'll just go watch some TV and order a takeaway. Oh no, I broke it. And you can just keep the rest of your money for yourself. I've got 5 grand. That's enough for me, thank you. I'm done now. Like, 5 grand's enough to buy me like 500 McDonald's large meals. I'm fine with that. That'll keep me going for... Like, I could live off that for a year. Like, I would just get a salad instead of a fries, or get a Diet Coke instead of a Coke. You know? I could change it up and get a salad every now and then. I don't need to... I don't need to get like a Big Mac or an Angus meal every meal. I could even just get a Happy Meal. Sometimes I won't be hungry. But I feel like I'm asking for trouble if I go down any further, and I like to avoid trouble. Thank you very much. I don't know which way's down and which way's up, and I don't want to... This stone now. Do I need to blow the stone up? Like, is that what I'm supposed to do? Or is that just a wall? Is that the side of the house? Like, what am I supposed to do? I better start going. Oh, I'm gonna die. No. I gotta go back up and save, actually. Which way is up? That way. Let me go. Release me. Let me be finished. My great-grandfather died of consumption. No, he didn't. He died from black lung, which is what you get when you're a miner, or at least you got in the olden days when you're a miner. And it's the little particles of dust that were spat up as they were grinding the stone, and it coated their lungs. And like the ash, because there wasn't enough ventilation in the mines, all the lights were fueled by gas or harmful chemicals, and all the unhealthy smoke went into their lungs, and so they all developed like emphysema and COPD, and they all died. They either died young or they died old. Either way, everybody died all the time. Just all their miners died. It was 100% mortality rate among miners. Oh dear. At least I'm doing this on a computer, so I don't have that. I don't have that issue. Let's just buy all the dynamite, buy all the lamps, and we'll come back and get more health if we need to. But I don't anticipate having to be down here much longer, and I pray to God that I am not. Mind you, I'm an atheist, but I'm praying to God that I don't have to be down in this hole much longer. It is a deep, deep, gaping hole. Too deep for me, sorry. Sorry, you are not the hole for me. Let's go, Joe. Let's go. I don't know any songs about digging, otherwise I could sing a song about digging for you. Not that you'd want to hear it. Not that I'd want to hear myself singing it. I think the only song that I can think of when I think of digging is... I mean, it's not even a whole song, is it? There's a hole in my bucket. I only thought of that because I'm in a hole and the song says there's a hole in my bucket. You get it? You get it. And then the other one is Pocahontas. There's like a song where they go like dig, dig, diggity dig. And when they first get to the new world, they go, gold, how I love it. And then he goes, all of the riches were mine. Gold, gold, things like that. I'm not sure what the song's called, but it's a bop. It's, you know, it's vibes. I mean, basically any old Disney song can't go too wrong. There's certain ones that are just like, I'm not sure about that, but I think Pocahontas in general has some bangers. The lyrics aren't too controversial. The melodies are fantastic. I think the main problem with Pocahontas is its historical inaccuracy, and, you know, it's the same with the Aboriginals here. You know, white people took their land. That's a bit of a problematic theme, but it happened, so I guess you may as well make a movie about it. I mean, the real Pocahontas story is more problematic anyway, because, I mean, she was, like, underage and exploited, and she had, like, babies with the white folks, and she went overseas. And the white folks were, like, killing other native people. And she was like, well, I don't want to die, so I guess I'll hope you do some stuff. And they gave her, like, a white person name, which, I mean, some places still do. Like, if you're, like, Chinese or Korean, or from, like, some other nations where white people can't be bothered to learn your native pronunciation, you just give yourself a generic name that people call you by. Which is, I mean, it's problematic in its own right, but you do what you gotta do, I guess. It's your choice to do that. I knew a guy when I was in uni and was working at Macca's, and he worked at Macca's also. And he was Korean, second generation Korean in Australia, and his name was John Bang, and his anglicized name was John Bang. So I just had to have a giggle at that. I mean, it's it's close. It's close, and I'm sure I'm pronouncing his Korean name inaccurately. It was so many years ago, I can't quite remember, but it's just so close anyway. Like, it hardly seems worth the bother. It's only the spelling that's different, really. It's just a bit sad when you got to do that. Though to be fair, I do have like one of the most white names ever, and it's not great. I do not like it. And you'd think people would spell it right, but they do not. And the way of spelling my name was the original way. Like, it's a biblical era name. It's just like the way that my name is spelled like that in the Bible, but people don't spell it like that nowadays. Even though it's pronounced like the same, they just spell it the lazy new way. It's just like, really? And so I have a Welsh middle name because my family's from Wales. Like my mother and her side of the family are from Wales, and nobody can spell it. And so I used to get my first name, my middle name, and my last name all misspelled. I used to have a Dutch last name, like a really popular one, but one letter was slightly off from the traditional spelling. So it's just like one letter off in my first name, all the letters off in my middle name, and one letter off in my last name. So I was like screwed no matter what. So it's not the best. It's very frustrating, but you can't pick your own name, unfortunately. I mean, you can once you've grown up, but in Australia, at least, you've got to go through this whole thing to change your name, and you've got to do all this paperwork, and nobody's going to call you by that name anyway. They're just going to keep calling you your original name. Because, I mean, I'm not saying that you look like conceited or whatever if you change your name, but that's how a lot of people take it. They're like, your parents gave you that name and now you're changing it. You have no respect for your elders. Like, even if you have a complicated relationship with your parents or with the name itself, or... Because there's a lot of bogan people, they name their kids a lot of bogan things. A lot of the bogan names have been banned, like the really bad ones, fortunately. Like, Satan's been banned, and God, and like a lot of religious names. But people still call their kids like after brand name stuff that's really bogan, and things like that. So I could kind of understand wanting to change your name based on that. But unless it's really bad, it's kind of like not frowned upon, but it's just like, why would you bother? Like, it's not promoted, I would say. It's not commonplace acceptable. I'm gonna get lost so soon. Can I go up that way? Surely I came down that way. But I mean, I guess if you like move into a new town and nobody knows you, it doesn't make much of a difference, but... Or like if it's like just your last name or just your middle name, it's more accepted. One of my brothers changed his middle name for personal reasons. And like nobody calls anyone by their middle name anyway. Like, nobody knows each other's middle names unless you're like really close or family. It doesn't make too much of a difference. But I mean, I guess it's his choice. It's a personal choice. Whether you want to pay for it, whether you care enough. If I had like one of those last names that you look at them and you're like, why would you keep that last name? Like, to use Harry Potter again as an example, Neville Longbottom. Like, I could see changing that name. Like, why would you keep that? Why would you keep that surname if you could change it easily enough? It's just like you're putting yourself through teasing and unnecessarily abuse because you know people are gonna make fun of. Oh, shit. You know people are gonna make fun of you if you have an unusual name. Like, it's just expected at this point. Like, even if you don't have an unusual name, most people can warp names to mean something else, or I don't know how to describe that, like puninize, punitize them. No, that's not the right word. Make them into puns. Change one letter in the name to make it a different name that sounds like a rude word or something offensive or, you know, that sort of thing. So it's easily done. And people do it. People do it all the time. If people can do it, people will do it. That's how the world works. Even if you don't want them to do it. Even if it's like, why would you do that? It's like, why would you expend energy to do that? Why would you expend energy to be mean? Why would you expend energy to make fun of somebody you know or you don't know? I mean, people do things because they're bored. People do things because they get something out of it. They've got an inferiority complex and they want to put other people down. Oh shit. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna die. Like, I'm gonna full die. That is a monster. This is a horror game. Can it come down here? I'm scared. Oh dear. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I can't dig these walls. Like, look at that. Look at that. All this for $21,934,000. Not worth. I can't even crouch. Like, surely you can hear my feet. Can I explode them? Do you reckon? Can't use dynamite here. Do you reckon it like... Nope, can't use the light here. Oh, it sounds like it's right on top of me. Red eyes. Red eyes is never good. Red eyes means that it's wild or that it's evil. Can't even tell how close it is. Is it gonna come right here? Oh, shadow is creepy. Maybe it's going past. Can it smell me? Oh, I can't get in here. Oh, there's no like end game function. I should have saved. If I die, does the game just end? Or do I go back up to the top and have to finish digging down? If that happens, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna finish the game. Like, I'm not gonna finish. I'm just gonna... If I die, I die. I'm dead. I'm dead forever. The game is ended. That's how the game ends if I die. It's just, that's the end. That's how the game is intended to end. But, like, surely I'm supposed to go out there. Like, can I outrun them? There's a hole there. At least there's like a little bit of a sprint. Oh, there's definitely another one. Can they get in this tunnel? There's definitely another one. I can hear like multiple footsteps and rumbling, growling, purring sounds. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna expire. I'm so... this is... Oh, tucky mushrooms. Should I just bolt for it and just die in Minecraft? Surely there's two out there. Because I can hear two growling at the same time, and it can't be that one because I've already come away from it. Oh, I'm too scared. Is he growling because he hears me, or is he growling because he's a big mole rat? I hear him right there, but I don't. How long does it take for him to go past? Where am I going next? I see his little eyes. Look at his little eyes. Right there. Can he see me? So scary. Oh, he's right there. Okay, he's turning. He's turning. Run. Don't look, don't look, don't look. I'll pee myself if I look. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna vomit. I'm just gonna vomit. I'm gonna die. Oh no, there's another one! Oh. Okay, I'm gonna presume that's how the game ends. And there's no more of that. No more of that. Let me fix this. Okay. Okay, I'm calm. Okay. We are in a cafe. We are calm. We are cool. We are going to chill out a little bit because that was stressful. Let me a game about digging and
Can I get like a gun?
This is
perhaps?
where we were at.
This is where them. Come on.
This is where we died.
He lost me. He lost me. I do
Okay.
not trust this room. There's probably never been a room.
Oh, he found a chest.
If I have a boss fight and I only have 3 dynamite, I'm gonna lose it. We did it. We did it.
There was another chest.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's fine. We can just go mine diamonds for like 10 minutes. Yeah.
Seems right.
There's something right behind me.
Oh.
Let's see here. Yeah, we're dead.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't get up to that point. It was scary enough with just like 2 of them in the one room.
The intro's just running it back? What the hell?
It would look like a cutscene, so I can't imagine that you can fight them.
Oh wait, is that the amount of people who have tried? Wait, did I actually just lose all my progress?
It's the exact same as the start.
A license plate. P3. Oh.
Yep, there you go. There you go. I was right. It's a conspiracy. I don't know what to tell you. I was right from the start. I don't know what to say. Like it was too good. The premise was too good. Nobody would spend that little on a house that has treasure in the backyard. They wouldn't advertise that there's treasure in the backyard unless there was something nefarious going on. I'm not surprised that we died. I anticipated it from the start. I thought the dirt would get us, to be honest. Like I thought the dirt was what was going to kill us, but I mean, end result is the same. We're dead. Don't get to keep the gold. Couldn't just go back and watch TV, eat some McDonald's. Like, okay, well, this was fun. First time streaming, first time recording, first time talking for this long. That's good. It's cathartic to talk for this long because I am sick of being quiet sometimes. Like, sometimes you're just quiet for too long and you feel like you want to talk, but you got no one to talk to, or the people you want to talk to don't want to talk about what you want to talk about. It's good to just be able to just go off, pop off. Okay, well, this is the end. Goodbye. See you when I see you next time. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I won't even see myself. Oh no, I will, but maybe. You never know. Okay. Bye.